Hey folks, how's it going? This is Iron Seagull here, back with another video on Paralives. So today is a pretty special day because finally we know what the PARAFOLK are going to look like. And you're probably wondering how I got this video out so quick after the news went out. Well, thanks to Alex and his team, they actually let me have the footage and screenshots early. So thank you very much, Alex. This is such an honor and it makes this even more exciting for me, and even though I've already seen this footage, it's no less exciting seeing it again because, wow, I'm really liking how this is looking so far. I've noticed the game does look more cartoony now than it did when we saw Maggie's Loft a month or two ago. I'm guessing this was a stylistic choice so that the PARAFOLK can fit in a bit more easily. It must be a pretty recent change, since the video wasn't super long ago. But yeah, you can see there's the new outfit being decided, and there's all of the hair color customization options, and you can even go into a detailed mode so you have even more control over what the hair will look like. It does remind me a lot of The Sims 3. You have the base, the roots, the tips, and you have the brightness slider, and the color wheel, of course. Heck yes. I think this looks pretty darn great. I can't wait to see what all the different hairstyles are going to be at launch. And yes, you saw correctly earlier on, there is, in fact, a height slider. Now, this, I was really surprised, because I could have sworn I did see at least one of the developers say, like, okay, yeah, we're looking into procedural animations, but still, I'm shocked that they're actually managing to pull this off. I kind of wish that they did show off a PARAFOLK interacting with another so we could really see how that works, but I guess we'll still have to wait until a later time. And I do find it interesting that it seems like we can make our own outfit categories too, not just the preset ones that we're used to in The Sims, because we have everyday, casual, and sports, but then there is just create new outfit instead of going into a category first and having create new outfit from there. So that makes me curious about how that will all work. How will the PARAFOLK know specifically to change into that outfit for a sporty situation, or for a formal situation, or just a casual party? So maybe that will be answered in the future. The game is still pretty early in development at this point, and no, we still don't know when this game is coming out, but I wouldn't expect it for at least another couple of years with how much is being promised. It does seem like we can only make one outfit per category, but again, the game is early in development, so I think that is something that they will change. It is really good to see that the team is taking a lot of our feedback into account, so I think that will be a thing in the future, having multiple outfits per category. But as for Maggie herself, I think she's pretty cute. I'm looking forward to playing as her, and also to see what her cat looks like. And I do find it interesting how detailed the skin tone is, because it's not just a completely plain solid color. She has freckles on her too, not just on her face, but her whole body. So I wonder if the freckles will be optional. I'm assuming they will be, but it is interesting to see that much detail put into the skin tones for what is supposed to be a mid-poly game. I also like the clothes that she's wearing too, and yeah, we're focusing on her sportswear right now, and yeah, I'm pretty happy with it so far. And that yellow dress I think is also pretty cute. There we go, we can have a better look at how the freckles look right there, as well as on her face. Since we now know what the PARAFOLK are gonna look like, hopefully at least in a few months from now we can see what the Paramaker looks like fully in action, because we have that clip of the headphones, but that's just the headphones. So it would be cool to see the creation of a brand new PARAFOLK from beginning to end, and then maybe that PARAFOLK could also be one of the pre-mades included in the game alongside Maggie. And one other little detail that I did not notice right away is that Maggie's tank top animates when you spin her around. That's so awesome, because we could already see that the hair animates, but the clothes too. That's something that The Sims has not done before. It's really interesting seeing how much of the sort of like smaller details that they're working on with this game already this early on. Going back to the art style though, I think it is pretty interesting seeing this stylistic change. And I'm very curious to see what you all think in the comment section below, because I have a feeling that even though I can get behind this, I think I can adjust to it, I think a lot of people are not going to like that change, so I guess we'll see how that pans out. But yeah, I do like a lot of more cartoonier games, and in a way it does remind me a little bit of The Sims 2 had it been made a lot later than it was, and just had a little bit more of different filters to it. I just don't imagine, especially the people who like to play with alpha custom content in The Sims, will not really like how the game looks more cartoony than it did before. But just imagining in my head how everything else will look like with this art style, I think it'll still be pretty good without it being super demanding on computers. So here are a couple of screenshots of Maggie's loft. And I do like that Maggie is leaning against the rail like that. I hope that it is an actual interaction that we can have in the game too. I think it'd be nice, especially just for picture taking, making stories, and that sort of thing. And there's a better, wider view of Maggie's loft. And yeah, I still think it looks pretty good. It looks pretty much the same as it did before. I don't see the bra hanging over the rail anymore, but otherwise, yeah, it's pretty much the same. But I wonder where her cat is hanging out. One last thing I'm wondering about is the music, because I like the music in the background. It has this very calming vibe, and pretty much since the beginning I've been saying that about the game's art style, that I feel it does have a lot more of a relaxed look to it. I know some people don't like it, but I just feel like Paralives is going to be a bit more laid back than The Sims, kind of like how Animal Crossing also has a more relaxed feel to it. And I love the dust particles floating through the air. I'm glad they're still holding onto that. But I wonder if the music from this footage is going to actually be included in the game. I imagine it will be similar if it is going to go with the sort of more relaxing vibe. I hope the soundtrack of Paralives can be just as iconic as what The Sims has established. So overall, this is by far, absolutely the most exciting reveal to me so far for Paralives. Because I will admit, yes, the build mode looks amazing, but build mode is not really my favorite part of a life simulation game. I tend to gravitate more towards creating characters and making a whole colorful cast of different people and living out their stories and seeing how they intertwine. So I'm really glad that we now know what the Parafolk are going to look like. I know a lot of people have been asking for them to reveal them, and I hope this does bring more people on board with this game. And man, I just need this game. I can't wait to do Let's Plays on this and create a whole colorful cast of different characters, and I'm looking forward to seeing what they will do with the pets, because we are supposed to be getting cats, dogs, and horses. And well, if they have at least the portrait of Maggie's cat, then hopefully the reveal of cats isn't too far off, because at least we did see what Doggo looked like quite a while back. But Doggo will be updated with better graphics too. But yes, as a cat person, I really want to see what the cats will look like. But with that, I am going to wrap up this video on Paralives here, so feel free to let me know in the comments section below what you think of all this. I definitely am excited for The Sims to get some much needed competition, but I think the two games can coexist. I don't think Paralives needs to cancel The Sims or anything like that. I think they can both compete with each other and inspire each other to both be better. It'll be interesting to see what the Paralives studio will reveal next. I was excited for this game before, but now I am even more excited. So yeah, with that, be sure to subscribe if you want to keep up with my latest content from The Sims, Paralives, Sonic the Hedgehog, and more. So I will talk to you all later, and have a great day. Thanks for watching!